Fingers crossed.
Oh, speaking of that, did your brother get back to you where Grayback is?
Did he?
Did you tell
Probably
me
not.
you sent it to him?
I meant to, but we were moving on. I forgot to, but I did.
Right.
I sent it.
I will assume that you did.
Yeah.
He will tell you that he met up with him in a unassuming town called Sao Goncalo de Campos.
Yeah, no, that's Brazil, baby.
Sao Goncalo de Campos. Some of you might know what that place have heard that place before.
Yeah, I will repeat that.
This is hometown of Tritessa, right?
That's where Tritessa's from.
Yep.
That's where her parents live.
Well, she will relay that information, and does that mean anything to any of you?
I know it's close.
No, to me.
Was I the only one?
Albion is probably the only one who heard the whole story.
Right.
So Albion definitely knows that the name.
Wait, what was that, Roxy?
Sal Goncalo de Capos. She was.
If I'm not mistaken, that sounds like the place that Tritessa talked about her parents being from. Her village that she's from. Do you think she's to this? I think her parents were friends with some werewolf hunters.
Maybe they were after Grayback.
Seems possible.
Anyway, as much as I'd like to ask her about if she knows anything, I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, no.
Levi's walking over to talk to her.
No, Roxana grabs you and says, "What are you doing?"
Her parents could be in trouble.
Levi, please. Whatever beef you have with this guy, it's not worth dragging other people into it. Okay?
There could be a killer. If there was like a killer werewolf in like your backyard, wouldn't you want to tell your mother or something?
We will sort this out, please. Remember what the letter said? We have to play this close to our chest.
Monsters in the ministry.
I don't think Tritessa's in the ministry. I just want to let her know that her people could be hurt.
I'm with Levi on this one.
Yeah, me too. As much as I
Levi,
can.
I hate to be that guy, but you guys, okay.
Roxana, we can't
Whatever.
leave people in danger.
I know. But remember who you drag into this mess, okay?
We're not telling her any more than the fact that Fenrir is there.
Yeah, and then she's gonna ask how you know this, and tell the ministry, and then the ministry's gonna find out. Remember that?
We don't need to tell her anymore. If she believes us or not, that's her deal.
Rox, if you find out her parents get killed tomorrow by a werewolf, how are you gonna live with that?
Look, there's a little saying I live by. It's not, look, and this isn't the right thing. It's the painful thing to do, but sometimes you gotta do regrettable shit to help the many. And I hate keeping secrets. But in this circumstance, it's we tell her and maybe they can do something about it, or we tell her, she tells the street, and we have every man and his wand knocking on our door. Just saying. Not saying that's the right thing, but it's what we should do. You guys all know that.
Moving on to like Grayback coming back, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to tell Tritessa, right away, like, hey man, like, your parents could be in trouble, but everybody else is kind of like a little defensive about that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if anybody was coming after my parents, I want them to tell me right away, I don't want to sit here and read a letter like 3 days later. Who knows when the next time I go to class, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if I didn't get that letter and it's too late? Then that's our fault.
I really feel like we need to tell her this. Tritessa deserves to know. I mean, her parents, her mom's in danger if we don't tell her. I mean, we know what these Death Eaters, what Greyback, a werewolf, is capable of, especially with a hoop. I really wish we could tell her. I mean, this note idea, while I brought it up, I guess was a way to kind of bridge the gap within the group. And I mean, I get why Roxy doesn't want to tell. She's protecting Alec. But, I don't know, I feel like Tritessa deserves to know. Hopefully she gets the note and does something about it. I'd feel bad. I'd feel so bad if something happens to her mom or her parents or anyone in her village, really. And we, the four of us, had this information and didn't do enough with it. What if we leave her an anonymous note?
I mean, if her parents are werewolf hunters, they might be the most equipped. Or not her parents. If her parents' friends are werewolf hunters, they might be the most equipped to handle Fenrir.
Let's do that then. But make sure it doesn't look exactly like your handwriting.
I think I have a spell for that.
Okay. You can do that then. Just be careful.
Okay, so what will the notes say?
I think it would be very simple. So out of character, her parents, are they no longer friends with?
They're obliviated as far
Yeah.
as their
And
memory.
her dad.
And her dad's in the asylum. Her mom's by herself, as far as you know.
Does she have contact, do we know, from that story with her?
Remember that she doesn't remember her.
You know that she's been keeping tabs,
Okay.
but they still don't remember. They still don't know who she is. She's a complete stranger to them.
I think if I did it, it would be something simple like your village could be in danger. Greyback has returned or is in the area.
And how are you going to leave that letter? Like, where would you put it? How would you send it?
Well, I'm not sneaky, so I could write it, but someone else would have to stealth it to her.
Leave it under her. Leave it on her bed.
Oh, just in time for their pillow talk.
Yes.
Okay. All right. How are you gonna get into her bed?
All right.
How are you gonna get into her common room?
I'm going to see if I can get into the ceiling and like crawl through the vents or something.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to go into the common room of a house in a school. I don't think you'd be able to do that.
Jeez. Well, would Levi be able to tell me what her basic schedule is?
I know we have conjuration together, or which one was it that transfers things?
Transfiguration.
Transfiguration.
Your transfiguration class.
Which one transforms things?
Yes.
Yeah, we have transfiguration class together.
I could try to sneak into that classroom
Okay.
and leave it on her desk
All right.
if she has one.
Roll a stealth.
Oh boy. Okay. Plus. Cool. Can I add my move silently thing?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
okay. And then my nimble.
Come on, rogue.
Oh god.
I just read Clef's note. Please tell me we're not getting Aika's potions.
Yeah, we 18.
All right. 18. All right. You don't think anyone caught you? You don't think when you left the note?
Bruh. Oh boy.
Albion, I'm going to say that you're coming out of herbology class, and Finn is going to be waiting outside of your class, and he's just going to give you a bit of a wave.
His name hurts my shoulder.
Hey,
Hey, what brings you here again?
can we talk?
Anytime? What's up?
Walk with me, he says.
I'll follow. Finn again. I'm noticing a little pattern. He keeps appearing here, which I don't mind. I mean, yeah, he seems like a really nice guy. I think I'm glad he's been coming more often, because I feel like every time we talk, things just make a little more sense. Like, he gets me.
He's got his hands I think robes have pockets to some degree. I think they have. Yeah, yours definitely have pockets. I remember from Goldolfsteretz. He's got his hands in his pockets and he says, "So, I've been doing a lot of thinking the last few days, and I messed up. Back at the last event, with me and Levi.
Yeah.
I don't know what came over me. I think I was just so focused on the duel and I don't know, something came over me and Al, it scares me."
He's probably playing with the bracelet, maybe nervously.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, thankfully Levi's okay, but not gonna lie, it was a little scary. I mean, it was awfully close to vital organs when you hit him.
Frowns a little bit. "Were you scared of me?" he asks, looking at you with very puppy dog eyes. Not manipulatively
Right.
puppy dog, but genuine puppy dog eyes.
No.
I would say, I mean, I personally wasn't scared, but it all happened so fast. And I mean, I could tell afterward that it had bothered you. It was obvious. So I knew you didn't mean it.
No, I didn't mean it. I mean, Levi's cool. I like him. And I just don't know my strength sometimes. And sometimes I just get so narrow focused, and I'm not making any excuses. I'm just trying to sort through it because it's been keeping me up at night, and last night was the worst.
How you and I at the end of that event, we were sort of dancing around because I was supposed to attack you, but I didn't want to attack you, but I had to attack you. I had a dream last night where that was playing out, and then I got into a position where I had to attack you, and what I did to Levi, I did to you. And that broke my heart, and he clenches his fist. I'm really scared of myself, Al, he says, looking at you.
Well, I mean, like I said, thankfully Levi's okay. And have you tried talking with him about it?
I've been wanting to. I've just felt really, I don't know, I felt really ashamed, and I guess I just wanted to talk to you about it first before I did.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would help. And these games are monitored. There's adults here, there's professors that if anything were to happen,
They'd be able to fix it. They're putting us in these situations and expecting us to, push ourselves and grow, and you can't be blamed for that. Yes, something could have happened, but it didn't, and you can't beat yourself over something that didn't happen.
Okay. All right. Thanks, he says, and he gives you a playful punch on the shoulder.
I mean, and as for that dream, I don't know. I guess that would be tough if
I would never, ever do that to you.
No, I know. I mean, that must have been scary for you. I know I've had dreams that feel very real. But I'm not scared of you, Finn. I know that what you did was just all in the competition, and I could tell that it wasn't you trying to hurt Levi. So, whether my forgiveness is what you need or not, I don't hold it against you, but that's why I think for your own sanity, you should probably talk to Levi. And I'm sure he'll forgive you. Levi's a good guy.
All right. Thanks, Al, he says, and he'll move towards you to give you a hug.
I'll hug him.
Kiss him. Kiss the
You guys
boy.
are so bad at peer pressure.
Just kiss one.
So he will pull
Roxanne,
away.
Tata, kiss the boy.
He will pull away, and then he holds. He keeps his arm around your shoulder, and he says, "So, fourth event, we're going out into the jungle."
Yeah, it seems like it's, they've definitely saved the biggest event for last. There's a lot of stuff to consider.
We've been doing our research on the beasts that we're going to be trying to capture, but between you and me, I'm not worried about those beasts. I'm worried about the other beasts.
Other beasts?
The other beasts in the rainforest. I don't think this is a challenge just to challenge us to survive capturing the beasts. I think this is a challenge of us surviving the rainforest itself and everything else that's in there.
Yeah, I mean, it is a pretty dangerous place. Even the non-magical animals can be pretty intimidating. So, what did your team decide you guys were gonna try to go for?
We haven't, actually. We're still trying to figure it out. We're still doing our research.
Yeah, same here. But
Al, I just want to let you know that things in there can get really, really dangerous. So, if things get really bad, don't feel like you can't call me over to help if you need help.
yeah, but you'll be working with your own team to finish your task, and I wouldn't want to interrupt that.
Yeah, but if you're about to get hurt, I want to be there. Or at least, if you're by yourself for whatever reason, lost, you can always come to me.
You said these things go both ways, right? And he'll continue playing with the bracelet.
Yeah, they can.
So I'll agree to that, but only if you agree to the same. If you need help, you've got to use it as well.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright. It's a deal.
I think Al will blush a little and say, my team noticed this bracelet pretty quickly, and I think Roxy knew where it came from.
Oh, really? What did they say?
Kiss him.
This moment is oh, there's gonna be so many record scratches in this scene.
They gave me a hard time, but it was all, at least it seemed it was all in fun. And I actually shared my secret with the whole team. I'd already told Levi like I told you.
Wow. And did that go okay?
Yeah, I think it went really well, especially compared to what I was expecting based on Asa's response. I mean, I knew Roxy and Juan probably wouldn't care, but after everything that happened with Asa, that fear is just kind of, buried inside that you don't know how people are going to react, but they're good people. And so if they say anything to you or, make any suggestions to you, I mean, Levi's probably going to, so I just wanted to give you a heads up.
Alright. Well, let's say Levi says something. What do you want me to say?
You can say whatever is you want.
Alright. You got dinner plans tonight?
I don't think. We're supposed to be studying and researching these things, but maybe we could have dinner and do some research together.
I'd like that. Let's do that.
Sounds good. Where do you want to meet?
Yours place or mine? You pick.
How about here?
Sounds good. Let's do that.
There's a nice outside area in one of the common room courtyards that maybe we can take our food there and study some stuff while we're there. It's nice and just right before nightfall.
Sounds good, he says. And before he leaves, he'll take a hold of your hand and give it a squeeze. And then he'll leave.
I would squeeze back and just give him a smile.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, it's your boy Levi. Freshly out of the infirmary, Finn gave me a little poke job. I got a piercing in my shoulder now, but whatever. Scars. Chicks dig scars, right? I don't know. But I hope now that Finn and Al are kind of a thing, I really hope he can control that anger of him. I've never seen that side of Finn, he's like big and scary, and like there was like not a hatred in his eyes, but there was like a thing that like definitely wasn't nice, and I paid the price for challenging him. I mean, I did. It was my fault. I challenged him. I lost. What do? Know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's a little scary.
But that Levi thing, wow. I mean, I could tell it bothered him. I could tell he really didn't mean to hurt Levi and just got caught up in the moment. But did it scare me? Maybe a little. I didn't want to tell him that though, because I knew that's not what he wanted to hear. That wouldn't make him feel any better. And I mean, if it's a one-time thing and it doesn't happen again, then we all get caught up in a moment sometimes. So unless this becomes a pattern of his, I don't think it's a big deal.
Meanwhile, Juan.
Slow and steady.
You're doing research where, Juan?
Probably in the Wagatu library, if I'm not with everyone else.
Juan, you're in the library, and you'll hear a voice from behind you go, "What you doing?" It's Naila.
Oh, hi. Nothing, just some heavy investigation.
Heavy investigation? Oh, is this for the 4th event?
You could say so, yeah. But he's gonna, try to hide the book he's researching about Temple in a book about magical creatures or something like that.
She sits down next to you. She says, "Do you want me to leave?"
No. Sorry for the other night. I was feeling a bit down. But
I was just worried about you, and I was just making sure you're okay. Juan, I can be very direct about things, so I'm just gonna ask straight up. Are you avoiding me?
No. I would never. I love spending time with you. It's just some stuff has happened, and I've been very busy, not only with the event, but you know what happened to Roxana? She's my friend, so had to be there for her, and then a lot of stuff's happening. I have a lot of stuff in my head. I will never ignore you, in purpose.
I was just asking. I mean, because if you needed space, I can give you space.
No. Don't worry. I'm fine. How about you? What you been doing?
Oh, I've been doing great. As you probably guessed, we're thinking about event number 4. Lots of things. I feel like this is the most open-ended event, and the ones that we're going in without as much
Information. I mean,
information. A lot of things are just really mysteriously up in the air.
yeah, really vague.
I don't know, but I kind of like that. There's something really exciting about that. You really have to be. I think of all of the events, it's probably going to be the most difficult to prepare for because you're not really sure what to expect.
Yeah, you can find all mothers of magical creatures in the rainforest, and you have to prepare to fend off against them while looking for your specific one.
Yeah, but I think we're doing great. Chess is doing a really good job just
researching, and well, of course, she says, of course, Chance is trying to fill us in on as much information as he can that he knows about the rainforest, although he's not from Brazil, so that's a little bit limiting for him. And then Finn, he's been distracted as of the last few days.
Distracted? Like, with what? Or...
I don't know.
With whom?
He seems really off since the last event. I'm wondering if he still feels bad about what he did to Levi.
Oh, tell him he doesn't have to worry about that. Levi is fine. He's the one that started the fight anyway.
Well, I guess. I mean, thanks to that, we ended up getting 5 more points from you. But anyway, yeah. So things have been great, and the notes for my report on my research was really good. By the way, you can see my notes back.
That's right. I have them, or did I give them to Toby?
Did you give them? I feel like you might have given them to Toby.
Yeah, you did.
I'm gonna say, oh, yeah, your notes. I accidentally lent them to someone. I'll get them back soon.
Oh, you lent my notes to someone?
Sorry, it just kind of went in my head. We were doing some light investigation about the Zodiac, and I got really...
I was just curious, since I showed you the notes and you just ran off without really explaining anything. And
oh, sorry. It's just, it was really cool. You know how much I love the Zodiac, so it was like, oh look, different kinds of magic with each Zodiac sign, and I got really excited. Yeah.
all right. Well, yeah. I guess you want time to study. I'll give you time to study.
Yeah, but we should hang out again. Would you want to get dinner together? Like we can sit and talk.
I think that'd be a great idea. Why don't we do that? Do you want to do it here, or do you want to go to one of the other schools?
Let's do it in Ilvermorny. I think it's really beautiful, and I think we're kind of accustomed to the beautifulness of here.
Sounds good. I'll meet you there.
I'll meet you there too. See ya.
See ya, Juan, she says, and she will give your shoulder a squeeze.
When she's gone, Juan will take the book off and restart reading about the temple.
Roll, I guess, investigate. I think it's a good role for you for researching. Roll and investigate, please.
No, investigate, no. I don't have anything to investigate.
Try, we'll see what you get. Maybe you'll get double 6s.
Hopefully. It uses perception, and I don't have any points in it. I get a -2.
4? Alright. I don't think you learn anything new. Unfortunately, during this time.
Naila. I've been so bad with her. My mind has been everywhere except with her. But I can't make myself feel bad about that. I mean, she deserves someone better.
Meanwhile, Levi, you're gonna be coming back from class for the day. Chance is gonna be on your shoulder. And Chance is gonna say, "So, Levi, how are things with you and Chessa coming along?"
I mean, things are going good, but we're heading towards the last event here, so.
Yes, what exactly are the plans when the Zodiac games are over?
I'm gonna go back to Brazil and hopefully graduate, and then I don't know. What are your plans after? We never even really talked about this. What are your plans after school?
That's a very good point. Well, it's not really something I like to think about very much because as you know, I'm not technically considered a being in the wizarding world, so me getting a job is, I would imagine, very difficult. I try not to think about it because when I'm here at school, I feel like a normal person. But actually, Levi, now that you mention it, I don't know what I'm going to do when I graduate. Because it's not going to be the same. I'm not going to be around my friends anymore as much, and I'm going to be back to being a magical beast or whatever it is they call me.
Levi would be kind of down at what he's saying. It's like, hey pal, nah, you're like super good at this magic, so you're way better than I've ever been at it. And like, you know what? You're actually a pretty good talker. Maybe I could talk to my dad and you could like get in on the lawyer business. Maybe you'd be a pretty good arguer in the courtroom.
You think someone would hire me as a lawyer?
My dad he helps people get into school all the time. Yeah, like my dad got you into the school, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, maybe he could get you into his courtroom. I don't know what it's called.
I mean, I guess I just never really thought about it. It's just, do you think that I'm the kind of person who would be a lawyer? Do you see me as a lawyer? Really?
I mean, maybe you could start fighting for more rights for your people.
Yes. Actually, Levi, that's a good idea. I could be one of those activist people, trying to go for rights for beings' rights.
Yeah, all like, people like you, cool people.
I just don't know if anyone would really take me seriously, though.
They'd have to with that mouth of yours. I mean, you could talk someone's ears off.
Well, yes, I know, but not about serious things. I mean, the only person I really talk about serious things is well, with you.
Yeah, that's true. But like, you see, that's what this school's for, right? It's to like get us out of our shell and get us to like do things we wouldn't if we were trying to just not be magical.
You know, Levi, you're a lot smarter than people give you credit for. You're a lot smarter than I give you credit for.
I have my moments, an idea comes in every once in a while. So, I had a little hot talk with my boy Chance, I think we're on good terms now, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really means a lot to me, and I really think that, I need to do more to make him feel better.
And at that point, you'll round the corner and you'll hear and you'll see Finn on the opposite side. Finn! Chance, and his eyes light up when he sees Finn. Well, how are you doing, my friend?
I think he came to kill me this time.
Finn said, no, not. This isn't gonna take long. Levi, I just want to say I'm sorry about what happened. I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I knew what I was doing, but I lost control, and I didn't mean to hurt you, and I'm really sorry, and it won't happen again.
Hey, pal, it's alright. I was the one who, said let's do it. You weren't trying to even fight me. And I did hit you first, I hit you pretty hard, just not the last bit of hit points I needed. But I did hit you pretty hard.
Is it healing up okay?
I don't know. If someone were to do my homework, it probably would feel a lot better.
Both Finn and Chance are looking at you as if, are you looking at me at the same time?
Hey, if both of you are offering to do it, both of you could go ahead and do it.
I don't know if I would be very much help if I did your homework.
Who said that, Finn? Oh,
Finn.
Obviously. You're smarter than I am. I'm sure your grades are way better.
Well, I definitely feel that I wouldn't be doing you any more favors if I did your homework. But glad to hear that you're healing up, and you're right. You did give me a really big hit before you went down.
Yeah, and I saw the bracelet that you made for Al. And that's really cool. I didn't know you did things like that.
Yeah, it's really therapeutic.
Do you like sell those or?
I haven't yet. I normally just give them as gifts to people that, people that mean a lot to me.
Well, if you're willing to sell one, I could use one. I was gonna buy one for Chessa.
I'll tell you what, why don't I just give you one of them just as a sorry, as an apology, and we'll call it ourselves even.
Alright, sounds good. And like, hey, how are things with you and Elle?
Things are good. Things are very good. What's going on with you and Al?
Oh, they're like a couple now.
Oh, and you see that? You seem like one of the poor chances.
Oh, no!
You seem really crestfallen.
Oh no!
Oh, well, that's very nice of you, Finn. I'm so very happy for you. Finn kind of looks a little guilty about this, and he like averts his eyes. I mean, I was about to ask what your plans were for dinner, but I just remembered I had already something going on tonight, so Levi, I'll see you later. I think I'm late for class, and he pops off.
You guys, look. Your boy Levi has done a lot of stupid things. This may have been the worst thing Levi's ever done. Not only did I hurt my boy Chance by telling him that Al and Finn are together, I also spilled a secret that I've been holding for a very long time. I haven't told anybody. And then I go and I blurt it out. I'm sorry, Al. I'm real sorry. I'm the worst. And Chance didn't know about Al.
Oh man.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I was more upset about. Is that
He was talking about his future, and now you just crushed it. Because he was like having this vision.
Levi's like the best and the worst at the exact same moments.
I'll talk to Chance. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I didn't know you two were like talking like that.
I mean, we were talking about just hanging out, just in general, but nothing like serious or official had started. So.
Ah, my poor boy. I didn't know that. I'll have to talk to him later too.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to say sorry. So.
Oh, no problem.
I think I have to say sorry to somebody else as well.
I mean, I guess that's all school is a bunch of sorries to everyone. But I did want to say, before you left, that I need you to know that Al is very important to me. And that we've created like a brother friendship and love. And if you hurt him, it will be the last thing you do with all your teeth. That's all I'm going to say.
He puts his hand on your good shoulder. He puts his hand on your good shoulder and says, Levi, if I ever hurt Albion, I will gladly hand you my trident.
Now I kind of want you to hurt him, if I'm being honest. No, but I know you're a good guy. But just remember that.
Albion's safe with me. I promise you.
Yeah, I know.
You keep him safe out there in the wilderness, too.
I try, man. He's just so daring. He's always trying to do all this crazy stuff. I always gotta be like, calm down now. You're like too much like an adventurer or something.
Just keep an eye on him. And with that, he'll turn around and leave.
But when I ran into Finn with my boy Chance, it was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did hurt me and he apologized for it, and it wasn't really his fault, I got hurt in fighting. Like, that's what happened. I've been boxing a long time. You get your scrapes, your bumps and bruises. This is the first fight I've ever lost. Didn't hurt my pride at all, but he apologized to me, and it takes a big a big man, to apologize for mistakes you've done, and I respect him even more for that. But I did have to let him know, you mess with my boy Al's heart, I'm gonna have to mess with your face, and that's that's just all I do. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he gets the hint, because Al's become very important to me here. As crazy as it sounds, he's a little similar to me, and never mind, I ain't gonna talk about that.
All right, I'm just going down the list.
What is next?
Oh boy.
It's almost like we're like
Preparing
what's
for
the
the
word? Yeah, preparing for the and tying up loose ends. That's
yeah,
what it feels
tied
like.
it all up. So when
I don't want to wait.
yes, it's the Dawson Creek episode.
It's got to be with all of the confessions.
Levi, you're going to be in class, the Divination class, and Ana Silva is going to be just walking around while people are just doing quiet work, busy work, and we'll say that you're trying to do the readings with the coffee, the tea leaves at the bottom, and Ana Silva will glide towards you and say, "So Levi, how's it going? What do you see in the bottom of your cup there?"
Just mud.
Mud?
Are you sure you don't see anything else?
Nah, I just see a cup with mud and nothing. My teacher came up to me, you know what I'm saying? She's always been there. She's always giving me good advice. But every time I take that class, I just keep seeing an empty cup, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's gonna be pretty much Levi's future, Like, your boy Levi is good at a bunch of things, but he's never been too smart, He hasn't ever been one to apply himself really in anything that mattered. I hope that I'm wrong in the way that, people might be my friend and want to hang out with me, but I think that I wear people out pretty quick, you know what I'm saying? Like, Levi is easy to not like after a while. Things with Chessa. I know I didn't get to see her today. I really did want to see her, but on with this cup thing, I do see me alone, you know what I'm saying? Like, competition's almost over. Once it's over, I don't see us being together too much longer. As much as that hurts, I don't see us being together too much longer.
It's all right, Levi. Just keep trying as hard as you can.
Hey, maybe this is my future here. Who knows?
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. Like, everything's been going really good with the competition, and once this ends, maybe I just go back to nothing.
I didn't think that you were nothing before. What makes you say that, dear?
I had one friend, and that's it.
I don't see why you can't keep in touch with everyone all the friends you've made up to this point.
Nah, they're not gonna want to hang out with me or anything.
Maybe, maybe not. But I'm pretty optimistic about those kinds of things.
Well, somebody does, so I'm glad you are.
Levi, do you mind if I give you a bit of advice
That might...
be important to you later on in life, perhaps?
Sure.
In the end,
You just want to connect the dots.
let me know when you want another piece of advice, she says, as she starts to turn around.
She knows though.
Thank you.
Anytime, she says, as she turns around.
Sorry that I laughed, but I just turned out my AJ writing down notes for me.
No, you're not there.
So I couldn't help but to laugh. It's the Hermione of the group. He writes notes for us guys. I can use another piece now, actually. It's been kind of a bad day.
She turns around. She says,
You want the short one. And then she'll turn around and leave again. And that's all she'll say.
Okay. You know, Anna Silva tried telling me something about like something. She said that it'd be help, something about like, I don't know, like put dots together or like pick the like smallest something. I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out when it comes up. Who knows?
Meanwhile, Albion, you are in herbology class, and
So is this the next day? Because Finn met me after herbology.
okay, so this is the next day.
Okay.
So you've already had your dinner.
Just
with
trying to
Finn.
connect the dots.
Yeah. So you're in herbology class. This is the same class as Asa. You and Asa are in, but right now you're not lab partners.
Okay.
And so Asa's there with another partner, and you know she has been kind of avoiding you on and off. And then all of a sudden, while you're working with whatever you're working with in class, one of the student gasps and says, "Asa, your robes!" And she sees that she's red, I think she said red. Her red robes are trying to transform, and Asa's just like, she's like gasping, and she's like looks so excited, and then they turn orange. And then as soon as Asa sees that her robes turn from red to orange, she goes, all of the students are like watching her, and they feel really awkwardly embarrassed, because going in reverse like that is just, like really, really embarrassing. And then Asa like looks around the room, and she looks like so like horrified and embarrassed, and all eyes are looking at her. And Hideo notices this, and then she starts to like, her tears start to well up in her face, and then she just runs out of the classroom.
Okay. Oh shoot. That was not what I expected. I honestly thought when I looked over that she was going to be changing to silver the moment someone said that her robes were changing. I never in a million years would have thought they'd change to orange. Asa.
And with that, when she ran out of the classroom, Sensei Hideo Kimura looks at Albion, because you are a prefect. What do they call it? A prefect?
Senpai.
You're a senpai.
Yeah.
And he says, Albion, if you could please watch the class, and he will go after Asa.
Okay.
And once he leaves, all the students are starting to like, did you see what happened with Asa? I know, that must be devastating. Poor thing. I'd hate to be her. Oh, I know, that'd be so embarrassing. So they're all just kind of chatting with each other.
Al's a little flustered.
Yeah. The students are starting to like get really bad with the gossip.
Right.
So I don't know how you want to handle that.
Okay. All right, everyone, calm down. We need to get back to whatever we were working on. If you haven't got through the steps, look at the board. Sensei Hideo has put everything up there. If you need any help, I'll be making my rounds, but we need to focus on herbology right now.
Okay,
It's hard for him to get out.
Yeah, you'll say that, and one of the students will say, "Yes, senpai, yes," and we're sorry, and they'll go back to working on the plants. Eventually, class will be over.
Yeah.
Asa will not have come back, but Hideo will have come back by himself,
Okay.
and he will say, "Class, remember your homework for next time." And we will continue on from where we left off.
So out of character, I didn't realize robes could change backwards. I knew they could turn white. So is that something that happens often, or like so it wouldn't be surprise to Alec? He's seen it before.
Yeah.
Or he knows it's possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's happened before. Like,
Okay.
and I mean, it happens. It's embarrassing, but it does happen.
So if everyone else had left, Al would probably approach Hideo at the end of class. Is she okay?
She's feeling better. I was asking her how things were going, that she had a lot on her mind. She said that she's just been under a lot of stress and she's been losing a lot of sleep. I told her that if she's been having problems sleeping, she should probably go speak to Chogen, see if there's something that he can do to help her. But I think that she's just been pushing herself too hard, and her grades have been affected by it.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes sense. The stress can do that. This is probably going to be a downward spiral for her. She already puts enough stress on herself to do better, and so for her ropes to go down, where is she?
She thinks she went into her common room.
Okay.
You both are very close. She probably could use a friend.
Yeah. Hopefully I can go talk to her. And he would leave and probably go. I don't know if he's allowed to go in the girls' room or if he would ask for someone to get her for him. And
Okay.
see if she was willing to talk to him.
You're gonna go make your way, and while you're making your way to her common room, Chessa actually is going to be walking down the hall in your direction, and she'll actually stop you and say, "Hey,
Hey, what's up?
I heard what just happened with Asa."
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to talk to her right now. I'm sure she's devastated.
I was gonna try to talk to her too, but now that I think about it, it might be better if you talk to her than I talk to her.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to talk to her, but if you think you being there would help, I'm not opposed to you coming along.
Do you think it would actually help, or do you think my presence there would intimidate her more?
Well, I mean, I don't know how close you and Asa actually are, but I know you guys got to spend a little time together in my house, but she's always been, I don't know if jealous is the right word, but she's always aspired to be like you when it comes to her performance in school.
Yes, I have gotten that impression from her, and I've tried to tell her that when I do things, I don't do it because I'm trying to compete with anyone else. I'm just trying to compete with myself. I don't know if that made things any better, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't really know what that relationship looks like between the two of you, but if you do come, I thought it was important that you know that.
It might be better if I wasn't there, if that's the case.
Maybe you're right, but I know it would mean a lot to her to know that you cared. But maybe it is best if I talk to her.
Okay.
I'll let you know if there's anything else you can do to help.
Just let me know.
Thank you, Chessa.
She'll give your shoulder a friendly squeeze.
Yeah, he probably would have put his hand on her shoulder and stuff.
Okay.
Her arm.
We'll talk later, and she'll leave.
Okay. And he'll continue toward her room.
All right. You'll go over there, and there are going to be a few girls that are hanging out, by where her common area is. And they'll say, "Oh, sorry, Albion. Asa told us specifically that she just wants to be alone."
Will you let her know that I'm here?
Sure, I'll let her know, the girl says, and she'll go in and knock. And say, "Asa, can I come in? Somebody's come to see you." And she'll open the door a crack, and you'll hear her and Asa conversing. And then you'll see the girl nod, and she'll shut the door again, and then she'll walk towards you and say, "I'm sorry, Albion, but she says she really wants to be alone."
Can you let me just talk to her real quick through the door?
I guess I can't stop you?
I promise if she tells me to go, I'll leave. But I just wanna say one thing to her.
Okay. The girls will just disperse.
Okay. So he'll approach the door, he'll just crack it enough Not trying to look in, but just...
Well, the door will be locked. You
Oh.
won't be able to open it.
Okay. So he'll knock at the door.
You'll hear Asa say, "Yes."
I know you don't want to talk right now, but I just want you to know that when you're ready, I'm here for you. And he'll wait for a second.
You'll hear behind the door. It's a little muffled, but you can still hear. "I know, Albion. I'm just not ready now to talk to you. Just give me more time, please."
Can I get anyone else for you?
No, it's fine.
Well, you know where to find me if you need anything.
Okay, she says.
Al will turn to leave. Are there any girls still within the room that he could talk to that he knows would be maybe roommates or friends with him?
I'm sure. I don't have like names off the top of my head, but I'm sure there are.
So he would approach one of them that he maybe knows, probably cares about Asa.
Yeah.
Will you please keep a close eye on her?
We'll definitely take care of her, sure.
And I don't know, if anything seems off, let me know, if you wouldn't mind. I'm gonna give her space, like she's asked, but I worry about her.
We worry about her too, Albion. We know. Sorry she didn't want to talk to you.
It's okay, I don't blame her. Thank you. And he would probably bow and turn to leave. And I can't even be there for her. She doesn't want to talk to me. I tried. I wanted to help her. Chessa wanted to help her. I just wish she wouldn't. I wish she wouldn't be so close-minded about this. About me, about what I told her. I want to be there for her, but she's blocking me out, and that's hard. It's hard to not be able to be there for your friend, and it kind of makes me a little angry at her at the same time. I mean, I feel horrible for her. This is so devastating, I'm sure. Especially with how much she aspired to, be like Chessa and get those gold robes, and I can't even imagine everything she's going through, but that doesn't mean that I'm not a little upset that she wouldn't even let her best friend be there for her. Even though she wasn't really there for me, and she hurt me whenever I needed a friend, but that doesn't mean I don't want to be there for her in return.
You'll leave and you'll make your way out, and finally, as you are walking down the hallway, you'll hear, "Hey, Albion! Hi, my man!" And you can see that Nico walks over and gives you a pat on the back. "So I was wondering, did you want to, go grab some dinner or something? I wanted to, talk to you about stuff, for the 4th event. Not necessarily exchanging notes. Not going to do that, but just in general,
So Al's face probably doesn't have much on it. It's pretty blank. He clearly assumes Nico hasn't heard yet.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he has.
Right. So he'll look up at him and say, "Nico, yeah, we can do that later, but
Uh-oh. You've got that serious look on your face.
yeah."
Did you tell anyone else, bro?
Yes, actually, but that's not what's going on.
No one's giving you trouble, right?
No, Nico, this is actually about Asa.
Asa? Oh. What are you talking? Did you talk to her about something?
Kind of. So we were in herbology, and all of a sudden her robes started to change. And at first I thought she was moving to silver.
Oh, she's been waiting for that forever. And she'll be one step away from Chessa. Oh, I'm so excited and happy for her. That's amazing. We should all celebrate tonight.
Al just kind of has that blank stare again. Like, he doesn't want to interrupt Nico, but I think as soon as Nico sees him, he's like, wait, okay.
Why aren't you happy? Well, this is supposed to be happy. Why aren't you happy?
Nico, her robes turned orange. She's been so
And
stressed.
he just drops the F-bomb. He just drops the F-bomb right there and goes, oh.
She's been so stressed lately, and I'm...
Holy sh... Like, you just...
Right?
This is
And
bad.
she doesn't want to talk to anyone. I mean, I tried. You can try. I mean, maybe she'll talk to you. But she didn't. She doesn't want to talk now, and I don't blame her. I mean, that has to be so embarrassing. And I partially blame myself because she and I haven't been talking, and that has to be hard on her as well.
Wait. You don't think that you have anything to do with this?
I mean, I don't think it's anything I did directly, but there hasn't been a day that passed without the two of us talking. And then these past few weeks, after I told her everything, we haven't talked, and so I'm sure that doesn't help. Do I think it's my fault? No. But I don't think it didn't help it.
Yeah, so... Alright, I'm gonna go and talk to her then. Or at least try to. I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, good luck. She might be more willing to talk to you, but I mean, she even had all of her other friends staying out of her room, kind of keeping guard. So, but you are twins, and you've known her longer than anyone. So,
Yeah, but I know, but you guys are also best friends too, and she tells you things she doesn't tell me, so...
Well, right now, maybe she trusts you a little more. But if there's anything you think I can do to help, and Chessa actually was going to try to talk to her, but then we decided maybe that wasn't best, but she wants to help too.
I don't think the Golden Robes girl is gonna help out in this situation.
Yeah, that's what Chessa and I talked, and that's what was kind of decided, but she does want to help if there's anything she can do, even if it's indirectly, so I think...
if there's anything you need, find myself or Chessa.
Alright. Well, man, this sucks. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, and once this settles, if you still want to do some research or preparing for that next event, I think it's going to be a doozy.
Yeah, I'll say. Alright. Sounds good.
Good luck, Nico.
Thanks. You too. Okay. This is another day. This is the next day. Totally different day. So we're probably almost a week before the event. Almost. Not quite. And, Tritessa actually catches you after class.
Oh, hey Tritessa, how are you doing?
Hey, look, we don't normally talk, but you seem like you're one of the most sane people in this competition, so can we talk?
I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, what's happening?
So, I got this really weird note the other day, and she'll show you the note.
I recognize it, like, I try to act like I don't. Whoa, this is weird. Where did you find this?
It was on my desk in class, in Transfiguration class. At first I thought Levi left it, but I can actually read this handwriting, so it's not Levi's.
That makes sense. Did you... Well, I didn't know who this handwriting is, but do you think it's real? That...
I don't know. I mean, it's some serious stuff. And if it's a practical joke or something, it's a pretty rotten practical joke.
Out of character, I don't know her life story.
You don't know her story.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, But why would they send this to you?
Well, the only other person that would know anything related to this would be Albion. And I was actually trying to find him and track him down to ask him about this, but that boy's been really busy lately, and I haven't been able to pin him down.
Yeah.
So, alright. Do you have time for a relatively long story?
I always have time to help a friend. Yeah,
Are we friends?
I would like to think so.
Alright, Della de Rivera. Well then, from one friend to another, I'll explain. So she'll regurgitate the story that I said back in a couple sessions ago, so you'll be up to date with everything.
Okay. When she stops, I'm gonna be like, okay, so we have two options here. Someone really hates you, but like really hates you and did a sick joke. Or this is real. After all, you've heard the news that some dead eaters have been hiding in the rainforest of Brazil, haven't you?
Yes, I know. And that doesn't make me any more comfortable. I just am not sure what really to do with this. Even if I were to believe it, Juan, my parents, the reason why they're the way they are, the reason why they're so messed up right now is because they got themselves mixed into this wizarding world
Crap. And
they don't know about it. They don't know about it now. So by me going up to one of them and saying, "Oh, there's a werewolf after you," that's just continuing the cycle, and I can't do that.
What happened to the werewolf hunters that were your your parents' friends? Are they still in the town or they left?
That's the part that really. As soon as I saw this letter, I did some checking, and I tried to contact the werewolf hunters that my parents were friends of. They were murdered a few weeks ago.
Okay, so this
all of them.
Okay. Fuck. This is bad. If werewolf hunters were murdered, and now you're getting a letter that says that one of the most evil werewolves is at the same place, this isn't a coincidence.
Do you know where they were murdered? In some basement at the house next door to my mom. Yeah, I know. And I'm freaking out over here. Clearly there's something to this. And I don't know if whoever wrote this is somehow... First of all, how do they know about this? If they know about this, are they involved in some way? And I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? Tell my mom? I can't. Tell the police? I can't.
We need to tell the magical police. The Aurors need to know about this. At least about the fact. I mean, I don't know if they will believe us, but the coincidence between one of the most sought after werewolves and a werewolf hunters being killed in the same place, it's too much of a coincidence.
We can definitely let them know, but I have a feeling the Auras probably know by now.
Look, you can keep tabs on your mom, right? You're doing that.
I might have to... If I really want to keep track of my mom, I might have to drop out.
No. Fuck, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Poor Tritessa. That's why I told her before, and I think I will stand that. The magical and the muggle worlds need to stay apart, but maybe not apart. Maybe we need to learn not to force ourselves in that world and not just solve every problem we have with magic. I don't know what I would do if my family forgot about me. And now, the thought that someone as dangerous as werewolves, Fenrir.
What should we do? We're going to Brazil pretty soon. You could look. I think we could tell at least a principal about that coincidence and see if they can put some special protection to your mom.
I think we should, or I don't know, relocate her and just tell her that I don't know. They might. I'm sure they can make something up, something so that she's not right next door to that.
Yeah, and I think this might be enough to like change the location of the exam. It's too dangerous with a werewolf in the premises for us to go there, isn't it?
I would think so. Yeah.
I really don't want the event to be cancelled, but we should go together with the principal and tell them about this. See if they can at least put more security and help your mom. We can't leave this like that.
That sounds good. Well, I guess we can talk to Headmistress Wilhelmina.
Come on, I'll go with you. Let's talk with her.
She says, "Can we take Toby along the way?"
Toby knows about all of this?
Oh yeah, of course he knows. I showed him the letter as soon as I got it. He knows everything.
Oh yeah, and super out of topic, but how are you guys doing, eh?
We're doing great. This is
This
I'm
is
glad.
not really good time. It's not really
Yeah.
good timing, Juan, but we're doing great.
How are you doing with Naila, Juan? She says.
Oh, I'm doing great too, you know. Sorry.
Good.
Yeah, it's been good, it's been good. Yeah, let's go get Toby and go have Mistress Wilhelmina.
You'll pick up Toby and then Toby will say, hey, Juan. So I guess you told him about everything. Yeah, I told him. And just like I thought, Juan, of course, has the voice of reason.
Yeah, we can. When lives are at risk, we can just go make stupid decisions.
We're gonna go talk to my headmistress and see if there's anything she can do. So they're gonna be going over to the office of Headmistress Wilhelmina, and she will call you in, and will say, "Miss Mukumutara, you look very distraught. What can I do for you?" So, Headmistress, Tritessa says, "This is a bit unorthodox, but we're looking for some advice. So, let me start at the beginning." And she's just gonna explain to her like how she got some letter. She doesn't know where the letter's from, but and then how like this attack occurred. And Headmistress Wilhelmina is looking. "May I take a look at this letter?" And she'll take a look at it, and then she'll cast. What did you use some sort of magic to like forge?
No,
No,
no.
you didn't forge it.
I mean, I would have just written it in a different handwriting.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that's probably a roll, like a subterfuge roll of some sort. What's I guess the equivalent of subterfuge? Disguise? Roll a disguise. That sounds a good idea.
Ooh, I'm
Roll a
actually good
disguise.
at that. 14.
14.
Oh, he's too good at everything.
Okay.
guys.
Wilhelmina is going to try to use her wand, and then she's going to say, well, this wasn't magically forged, so I'm afraid it's going to be very difficult to be able to find whose handwriting this is, unfortunately. At any rate, I guess it doesn't matter necessarily who wrote this. All that I care about is, can we maybe contact an ore or something and get some sort of protection? Yes, absolutely, 100%. Miss Mukatamakara, we can go ahead and contact and send an owl and have one of the ores sent over there. And I'm sure they will be able to take care of things until whatever this situation is going to blow over. Okay. That would be great. We'll get to the bottom of this, Miss Mukamatara, I promise you. Alright, thank you. Thank you, Headmistress, she says. I guess I'll just hang out and just make sure that we take care of this, she says, turning to Juan and Toby. And Toby says, I mean, I can hang out if you want. Only if you want to, Toby. Like, you're your own man. You can do whatever you want. I want to stay put.
Look, Tessa, everything's going to be fine, okay? You don't have to worry about it. The right people know what's happening, and nothing's going to happen to your parents. Even if something bad were to happen, they're muggles. I don't see why they will be directly targeted.
Miss Mukumatara, do you feel it would be wise for you to bow out of the competition? Because that option is there if you feel that it is better for you. I don't know. I don't want to make that decision until I talk to my team. Very well. You can let me know your decision anytime you wish, Mrs. Wilhelmina says. You shouldn't drop out of the competition. It's the last event, Toby says. And then I don't think that'll make things any better.
I agree with him. You should stick in the competition. End it. Just end what you started and be proud of what you have done.
Alright. I'll talk to my team about it, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Juan. You're an okay guy.
You're an okay gal. If you need anything else, you can come talk to me. You too, Toby.
Thanks. Ooh, when you talk to Albion, ask him how far he is on the book. I wanted to start theorizing about the next book.
Of course.
Maybe he can give me some ideas for the characters I'm making. I was trying to come up with the one named Max or something. Maxomany. I don't know. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress.
That sounds good. I'm sure you can do it. I'll be taking my leave. Again, if you need anything, just tell me, okay?